This is a quick start video tutorial designed for admins, showcasing the process of configuring your inbound contact center efficiently through our new user interface. Once you log in, you will end up on the dashboards. Admin is configured in 3 different sections. But the first thing you should do as a new user of our system is you have to set up your agents. So the agents would come up under People. Under People, you have users, agents, and groups. We will explain more about these when we discuss about how to manage people in the organization in a separate video tutorial. For now, because this is a quick start guide, we'll just go through steps on how to add one agent and other steps that are needed. So the first thing is you have to add an agent. Click on the Agents tab. On the Agents page, you will see Add Agent here. There are bulk import agents as you can see, but because we're doing a quick start, let's go ahead and add an agent here. I'm giving test_video as my agent ID and agent name. The email field is mandatory, so I'll provide a placeholder email address. You have the flexibility to change the password to your preference. For now, I'm setting a password. You can decide what modes the agent can take. Here I'm select inbound and blended modes. Auto answer SIP calls is where you can decide whether the agents need to answer automatic calls. This will be explained in detail in our agents video. If you're new to the system, you won't have any skills by default, so it's not mandatory to add them. Simply click the Add button to save this agent. Now that the agent is successfully added, the next step is to specify where these agents will handle calls. If you're adding mobile numbers, you can manage them here in the Managed Numbers section. To proceed, begin by adding a new phone number. You'll notice various options available, but for now, let's focus on configuring agent phones. Simply assign a name. You can use the same name as test video for consistency. Set the priority to 1. Please note that this is not a WebRTC number, hence I'm not checking in the SIP checkbox. Once done, save the configuration, and your phone will be successfully added to the system. Once that's done, you will need to add pause reasons for the agent. So click on Pause Reasons. You can see there are pause reasons we have added to the system already. However, to add a new one, provide the reason, and specify the time duration if applicable, or you can choose there's no time limit for this pause reason. Once you've set that up, you will see the added pause reason in the list. The impact of these reasons would be on your agent login. This won't impact your contact center configuration. But I would say this is essential when your agent logs in. They expect to have break reasons available. Another essential task is to include all your reason codes to dispose the call. This involves a straightforward process of entering the disposition code into a text box. This will add the new code to the list of dispositions. These dispositions are crucial for later use when creating the final campaign for call routing purposes. Additionally, there's a valuable feature called locations. These locations are used in conjunction with skills. In the interface, you can observe how many skill groups are associated with each location. For instance, this tenant has 48 skill groups assigned to Bangalore and 1 to Hyderabad. You can add your location name, which can be used later in your call analytics. This data will help you distinguish the flow of calls for each location, providing valuable insights for call analytics. Once you've added the location, then we will have to create a skill. Skill is a group of agents. There are a few fields to fill in. The name, let's create with the same name, test video. Let's select the location as Bangalore. How do you want to record the incoming calls? Is it full or conversational? You can select that. Then you can add what are the numbers you want to add in case you need to contact these agents offline when they're not logged in. You can define the queue size as well. You can define a time mode if needed. Otherwise, you can add agents. Now I want to add the agent that I have already created. So I added that agent here. If you were a new user and if you don't create agents, Since this is a mandatory field, without creating an agent, you can't create a skill. And as you can see, there's a priority one. You can add more levels of priority for other agents. Click Save. This should save the skill. Now we have also created a skill. Now the most important part of an inbound contact center is how you route the calls. For that, you need an IVR flow. So you go into an IVR designer. You can see the existing designs here. Quickly, let's just go create it with the same name. Click Save and your IVR will be created in the system. Click on Design. This would open up the designer for you. And you will be seeing these options here. For example, if you want office hours, you can click the calendar. But because we're doing a quick start guide, maybe I just want to play something, like, for example, I just want to say welcome to my demo. That's all I wanted to do. And once you created that, maybe I want to transfer this to our skill, which we created just now. I don't want to play anything. I'll just select an existing skill. And I'll take the test video skill, which we have created. I want to record these calls, and that's what I'll do when I quickly set up. Now, connect this to the start node, which you see here, and you have your IVR done, and just save it. You can explore more about this designer in the IVR Designer Masterclass videos. Once your IVR is ready, let's go ahead and create the campaign. Click on Campaigns. You can see there are multiple options we have focused on in campaigns. Let's go and click Create Campaign and create an inbound campaign. I'm giving the campaign name as a test video. It's an inbound campaign, not digital for now, as we're creating a voice campaign. You need to provide a phone number to create a campaign. So there should be an actual working phone number, but for an example, let's put some dummy numbers. Click Next. Now you need to select the IVR flow. So let's select the same test video, which is created. This is the IVF flow we created, I'm adding the same. Ignore the other fields now. You need to add any of the dispositions. So let's just select one for now. If you want the agents to dispose the call, select the toolbar, which enables the agents to dispose the call. And that's all I need to configure. Ignore all the rest of the settings for now. Let's go to the next step. Now I want to add the test video skill, which we just created. Add the script in case you have anything. Then you can click Save and that campaign gets created. Once you have the campaign, you can see the list of campaigns here. You can either start or stop a campaign, as you can see from this button. Usually, when you create a new campaign, it would look like this to you. It would be in the stop mode. Just enable and start the campaign. So that your campaign is working, you can call in the same agent whom you created and the agent logs in and your contact center should be up and running with this. So that's how you can quickly start with OzoneTel, create an inbound campaign, create your users and agents, and start receiving calls on OzoneTel. Thank you for watching.